Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So, it's morning time out here on the Columbia River. We got Washington back there. I'm on the Oregon side. So, what we're doing today is we're hitting up a mine. We're not far from the Dalles, Oregon. It's beautiful out here. We had a lovely night sleeping by the river. We are heading towards Wasco, Oregon, where we're going to meet up with the owner of the Biggs, well, not the Biggs Jasper, the China Hollow Mine. The China Hollow Mine, which is known for its picture Jasper. I'm going to put an article down below to an article written by Rocks and Gems magazine about the new deposit that they hit. So, my history might be a little fuzzy here, but I'll try to summarize. So, back in the 60s, along Highway 97, there was apparently a big storm. A washout occurred, and it exposed some picture Jasper, right? So very, very cool stuff. It's like you should be able to cut it on the cross plane and get like landscapes in it. Really beautiful stuff. We did some exploring yesterday on the trip reports section of the page. You can see some of the exploration we did of some of the different road cuts around here. But today we have an invite to go to the China Hollow Mine, which is a private mine, which is well known for its agate, common opal, and more importantly, it's multiple different types of picture Jasper. So I'm out here, obviously Sarah, the dog, they're over there, along with Randy from the Rock Rollers Club, my buddy Sean, who you should know by now. Sean's an awesome guy, and a couple of their friends who I just met. So we will be heading out and going and digging. But yeah, I thought I'd just show you this. You might be able to hear I-84 behind me, but yeah, it is a nice place to wake up. You can see the wind farm back there. And right over there, that is Mount Hood peeking over the edge. So let's head out to the mine.
See, and here's some of the butterscotch.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
Montgomery Ward runner stud. I haven't seen one of those since I was a little boy. That's not a radio flyer. That's the Montgomery Ward one right there.
Dad, one of those.
Yeah.
All kinds of slabs in here.
What's the green one over here? That is some right here. That is one that he found.
I think that. Oh, that's cool. Like that. Or this one. That's pretty. That's something out of that.
This is a piece that was just cut on that drag saw he spoke of. And this is a dendritic display in it. The iron oxide and dendrites grew in them. Oh God, you're gonna see shit like that down there.
I didn't know if the other side was like polished or.
You can't keep polished stuff around. I mean, these two I absolutely refuse to sell.
Yeah.
And they need to go home with my stuff at home. This was 40 hours to polish. Now my wrists are so bad, so if I couldn't polish that again.
It's a keeper for sure.
This was
Beautiful.
7.5, and a lot of these, I'd love to polish this one. I've got one at home half done.
Wow.
But you know, I mean, even someone that would not like rocks.
So here is all the picture Jasper that's out back here, outside of the Wasco shop. This is amazing. Look at that. Look at that. I guess all this stuff today is $1 a pound. I feel like I'm having one overwhelming rockhounding adventure after another lately, but not that this is rockhounding, but we're gonna go do some of that later. But we're just meeting up here, so yeah, it's amazing. I mean, look at that.
I don't want to dig.
Hey.
Paying attention to rocks again?
Well, what I'm about to show you is gonna be mind blowing. You've never seen anything like this before. Just just wait. Look at this. We got this is quite the piece of Jasper. It's probably 5 foot. I gotta stand back like 10 feet to capture it all. I just completely crazy.
Yeah, pretty solid. Yeah. Some of it's hard, and some of it
I slowed the feed down on
changes color. But the center is solid. The Jasper part.
Boy, I'll tell you,
And
we're
that
actually
white
because I mean,
crust
and
right
gets a
around
hell
it
of a
is solid.
cut
That
to get
stays
out.
even through the rock.
So yeah, we running that. And we're actually.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be taking this one back. I think that'll be really nice. Very solid, very unfractured material.
Lots of cool rocks. Yeah. I see dendrite.
And I might get that one home if nobody else wants it, and I can get rid of that one home. There's a piece off of him too.
Hey, there we go.
That's not necessarily a disc hanger. What's going on?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get it out more.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that one is.
Was that the end of it, Mike? That's the tip.
Yeah.
They can be able to cut this up on the saw just like this. I think it'll come out pretty well. This one here, I think this one will look quite good. Be able to cut into that. Got some white here, but I hope it kind of dips and continues on. Yeah, I think this will be good. It's very solid stuff. There's some opal in here, but even that seems pretty solid. So I think that'll be nice for putting in the saw and getting some slices out of, and get some nice pictures out of that. Pretty good. Fitting a 14-inch saw, so I don't have to take it anywhere. Hey Sean, what are you getting into over here?
Oh, just picking through for some nice little tumblers.
Mm-hmm.
Getting something with some good dendrite in there.
Let's see this.
Some pattern to it.
Ooh, that's
you know,
pretty.
something that'll tumble down in a tumbler or little pieces.
I'm pleasantly surprised about the lack of fracture in some, you know.
I have a sneaking suspicion that that's a lot prettier than anybody
Here,
suspects.
I'll get that wet for you over here in the creek.
See what you think.
Here you go. What do you think there?
Yeah, so it's got some pattern to it.
Yeah. See this thing that Randy's thrown up all over the
Yeah, I
pit?
was just thinking that. Yeah, the only problem with this opal is though it's so fractured, it won't stay together when you start dealing with it. Yeah, it looks like it's
Ooh, got some yellow going on over here.
All right, what are you guys getting into down there in the pit?
What?
What do you got? Is that just more opalized?
Yeah,
wood?
this is a chunk of the opalized in the agate.
Nice.
But I pulled a real nice piece of Jasper out of here.
Yeah, come on down.
Not as often as I should. It's late.
Ooh. Isn't that pretty? Oh,
There you go.
seams in that.
Where's he at now?
Really, just the first location we're going to today, but man, it really almost looks like petrified wood. But no, it's Jasper. It's Jasper. Whew. Sarah and the dog over there. Look at this. Look at that piece. Big opal in there. Man.
With the mine down there.
Yeah, I mean, you roll up and you get to see that. what do you think?
Super impressive.
Yeah, I mean, just the volume of it, the quality. Like, I mean, are you gonna slab up stuff? Do you
I
cabs, or?
do a little bit of slabbing.
Cool.
My wife Heather does the cabs, so she's just kind of started getting into it. So we're really looking kind of for both. So I look
Okay.
for the bigger stuff, and then I keep my eyes out for the small stuff.
I mean, I love to cut a piece and then have a polished face, and then a couple of slabs off of it, and be like.
I'm kind of about the natural, but now I've gotten to slabbing and then the natural also. So it's nice to have both.
Yeah. So I mean, one thing that I like to do to save space is I cut the bottoms off of long rocks. So I can stand them up and then polish the bottom side, so you can grab it off the shelf, flip it over, look at it, and then stand them upright. Maximize.
I need to just
maximize the
I need to
space.
start
that
cutting
idea.
more.
It's a good idea.
Right now we're going to the shop to do most of our cutting, which is
Nice.
absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
But eventually we'll get our own and do a lot more.
I
Takes
love
time.
the shop is awesome.
Yeah.
The Rock Rollers Club is awesome, but having the stuff in your garage.
Yeah, right out back, we can walk to it. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, so I start my slab saws running, and then I listen to them on a baby monitor to see when they're done, and then I can go out. Then I can go out and reset it up. So we just showed up at the second location, and it's absolutely amazing to be able to hang out with Don some. He's the owner, and chat him up and just hear the things that he has to say. Like he's such a wealth of knowledge. Being able to come out to something like this and learn from people like him that have been doing it for decades and decades and decades. It's just, I can't believe more people didn't show up to this. So on to the second spot. And got some columns, columnar basalt, and a layer below it.
That's unfortunately why my dogs have to stay at home.
Yeah. We don't like other dogs.
He gets jealous.
Oh,
Tumble rocks?
Yeah.
druzy pocket. Wow. Look at some of this Jasper. Yeah, oh wow. That's pretty. I think I'll have to take this piece. I like that. That's a little fractured. Yeah, you can really see the seam in here.
Well, in my backpack up there is a little 4-pound sledge.
This ain't a very good rock, though.
Take your pill.
Is it noon?
It's past noon, isn't it?
I don't have my pill.
10:30.
Oh, it's only 10:30. I gotta watch it.
Tell me something. That's one of those composite little pieces like I broke across there.
Mm-hmm.
He was not attached anywhere around there, was he? I have a beautiful rock at home that it looks like the outside of this. And there's a hip ball in there and you can wiggle the ball around. It's in my curio cabinet. I'm looking for those special ones to break.
That's how this stuff will do.
Break that thing right in half.
Yeah, but you see, I wasn't directly hitting it, which is fine. I was taking this energy and going out that way. Lots of little taps.
Oh, there you go. Druzy pockets in there.
Now, why is that one colored differently than that one, and what had happened? Oh, whoa! Gold, too. How many different colors in that one rock?
Wow.
Oh, there you go. Dawn's alarm.
Beautiful.
Hey, look at that rock. You don't get to see very many gold. There's gold druzy there.
Oh, yeah.
There's what, 4 colors?
Yeah. Yeah.
In that one rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
So this is the material that we're going for here. And this is amazing, amazing picture, Jasper. You were telling me that put a little wedge under this when you were cutting it so that you expose more of the...
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
you cut through at 5 to 15 degrees through
Yeah.
the layers.
That's beautiful. And you have this material at the shop in Wasco?
Yes,
Awesome.
Don has some, and then I have a bunch of it also. And this is the original Biggs Jasper from Highway 97.
Oh, wow.
We picked up some of that from the construction project.
Yeah. And you're just calling this the new Biggs Jasper?
That's what Rock and Gem dubbed it. It's been here since the 60s.
It's been here for a long time, actually.
Yeah, so it's Beers Mountain Picture Rock is what they've called it.
Cool.
And there is some great picture scenes formed by the hills and looks like the Columbia Gorge. And then some of it has that black or gray center.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go pick up a couple of these nice pieces. So I'm hoping that I can take this piece and cut it at that angle that they're shown on that other piece and get those pictures to show. You can see we got all these vertical lines, so just that tilt would expose them. So we're going to be looking for more here. Okay. Let's see a side of this.
You made my hand reach down and grab that rock for you.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Bands. That would fit in the saw really nice. I could get a lot of slabs out of that.
Yep, use the cap cutter.
The problem is it's going to be splitting this.
Fallen. That's really pretty. And it's got the side bands. Yeah, let's throw that in the bucket if you like that. I mean, the place is incredible. Just the sheer abundance of material, and you can just kind of look at stuff, look for things with the right bands, you know. I mean, this whole thing, that's a, well, there you go, a giant piece right here. That piece could be cool. Look at that.
Some white on it.
Kind of angular.
Do it. Get it.
The bands. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get this, and that'll probably be it, unless there's like a nice little piece. So we're here with Dawn, the mine owner of the places that we've gone to today, and thank you so much for opening up the mines and allowing us to come in and do some digging around and all of that. I appreciate it very much. I got some shots of the shop in Wasco before coming out. I mean, that's open to the public. Anybody can come down to the shop, right?
Yes, they can buy it there. It's open most business days, and a person should call ahead to make sure we're there. But
Absolutely.
we can make sure we're always there, and there's usually a man there cutting rock.
And everything that I showed today is there, right?
Yes.
Like
a good representation of everything on the ground has been moved to the shop. Yes.
And you have raw stuff and slabs cut. Yes. You have everything.
But yes.
Everything.
A few little miscellaneous other oddities, like some obsidian, some stuff, but yeah.
And some good advice, because like I like the advice on how you, there's talking about tilting the pieces up for slabbing so you can expose some of the banding in it.
You can change it to 15 degrees off of a lake fill line might make you quite an exquisite pattern.
Yes. And I mean, the whole picture Jasper thing here, it kind of started in the 60s, right?
Early as 58 and 60, yes.
Okay. And that was the exposure down on the highway, and then...
That happened about 64, 65 that winter, and then it exploded into the world during that time. And of course, they did a reconstruction widening this year, 2021, and they've exposed some more, and some of the very elusive rock was able to hit the market. We have some at the shop, so it's kind of a neat thing.
Yeah, it's very, very cool to see something like that after decades and decades of kind of being off the market. I mean, there's old stock floating around, but...
Yes. Well, you got to remember, we're the second people to use this rock. The natives used this rock up to 15,000 years ago for their Columbia River gem points.
Wow, it's quite the piece of history that you have here. You know, I mean, it's incredible. If you're in Wasco or near Wasco, because if you go to the Dalles is probably the city that most everybody can know about. That's right on the Columbia River Gorge. Wasco's 15 minutes away from the Dalles.
Half an hour.
30 minutes from the Dalles, and you can come pick up some of the picture Jasper yourself.
Come see what we got.
Yeah. And what's the address there?
1004 Clark Street, Wasco, Oregon.
I'll put it on the screen down below too.
Yeah, there you go.
And this guy, what was your name again?
Kit Jones.
Kate.
One of my eldest grandsons.
Well, you're a future miner, huh?
Oh yes, he's helped me.
I saw you driving around.
I love racing and rocks, really.
Well, I like sharing rocks with people, and I thank you for your job that gets the people to be able to see this.
Thank you.
Some people can't get here. We will make works with our friend Jay Carlson, provides the trips into the property. He's a concessionaire of several of the mines, and he works with internet and rock anywhere you want it to be.
Well, I appreciate it, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
So we just left the mine down here at this little park. Well, I guess in Wasco. It's really pretty. I'm going to show you the dam here in a moment, but I think it was just it was a really unique experience to be able to go do something like that and meet everybody and hang out. I mean, something that's like a historical rock hounding spot that nobody gets to go to, and at best you can just buy the material from their store. I think it was just Mike is going to trip me up here. I think it was just a very memorable experience to go out and do that. So we're gonna I'm going to show you the dam, the John Day Dam. And then, well, we're going to go back to the shop and we're going to look at all this crazy, crazy material. What do you think, Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
It is fun.
No, it's pretty right here. So it's been a couple of days since we got back from that, and just kind of processing it all and doing some cutting. I gotta say, okay, like, it's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime experience to be able to interact with people that have been involved in rockhounding and mining for decades and decades. To be able to, hang out with Don and the other guys that were working in the dig sites and just kind of ask a million questions. It kind of makes me feel like a little kid, right? I mean, in the sense that I'm asking a million questions, and everybody's always so cool with answering all of my questions, which it's, that. Couple of things. I did do some cutting on the material, of course. They gave me one of their tumbled rocks, which that's just a fantastic piece, It's beautiful. That's some of the New Bigs Jasper. Love it. Have this forever. Let's move you in. So I did cut on this. This is some of the New Bigs. And you can see what I did is I cut the bottom of it off. And then, it's cut at an angle to kind of expose this. And I mean, essentially what you're looking at is petrified mud. You had like dirty mud water with a large amount of silica in it. And, well, it solidified and it laid down in those bands like that. So when you cut it at that angle, it exposes it. So I got 3 pieces from there. So I got that piece, got this, which I'm going to slab this whole thing up. It's going to be awesome. And it's already kind of got that angle. I have that piece, and then I have another one, which I'm looking forward to cutting on. I'm going to have to get some kind of build a slab holder for that. Here's some of the material from the second site. Yes, the second site. It's beautiful. I need to cut it. It seems very solid on the inside. There was a lot going on. Here's some more from that second site. So if it wasn't clear, at the shop there's all of this material, and then you can get old bigs, new bigs, and then this like red agate or opal blue agate stuff there as well. This is going to be like a specimen piece, so very cool. And let's see, you're probably looking at this. I have some of the old bigs in the saw right now. I cut 5 slabs off of it. I'll probably get easily another 10 or 12 slabs, and as I go from one end in, I knew it was going to kind of get better and better. So I was thinking we could look at these. You can kind of see. Here, let's do this. You can kind of see how you could get some little picture scenes out of this. Let me grab as an example, right? That would look really beautiful as a cab. It's kind of nice to hold up something to it and imagine how this stuff could look. It does look really good wet. To kind of see what it would look like all polished up. Like if that was in a belt buckle, right? Like that would look really nice. It's very pretty stuff. a little taken back by, you know, to have experiences like this, it's not, I wouldn't say it's common, you know. Certainly there's like some perks to the channel, right? I mean, you know, it affords me opportunities that maybe it would be hard to have otherwise. And with this, we'll look at that last slab, and it's getting better and better as we get bigger and bigger into the rock. But yeah, I mean, you could really get some nice pieces out of this, I think. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for coming along, everybody. You know, it's amazing. It was one of the better rock hounding experiences I've ever had. And you know, if you're in Portland, the Columbia River Gorge, take the drive out of your way. Go to Wasco, you know, see Don, look at his rocks. Everybody there is super kind. I'll put his info down below, and I'll have to catch you on the next one, everybody. Thanks for coming by. Thank you so much for watching my entire video. If you like the content that I'm producing here on this channel and you want to support the content even further, you can do so by becoming a channel member by hitting the join button down below. The membership comes with a growing library of exclusive videos and just great other extra content. So just follow the links down below, and I will see you on the next video.